just to have some vaguely My Hero Academia related stuff. I stopped watching it because the second coming of Einstein, me in 8th grade, thought My Hero Academia wasn't that good because, as my fellow video essayist told me. So when I watched the scene with Stain in the alleyway, I pulled out the cinema sense and was like, wow, how convenient that Deku has the best blood type to fight Stain. Wow, like, Deus Ex Machina much? No, I started mauling. I was like, this show sucks. It will never be as good as Berserk. Also, I hated Stain's monologue. It was like really stupid, in my words at the time. This story is one IQ point away from Stain just outright saying, yeah, I'm morally gray. I'm neither right or wrong. I'm complex. And I was like, okay, man. Anyways, I would probably enjoy it now, but my lovely fans have given me many a manga to read, so that would have to wait. So anyways, welcome to the top secret Igrega 100 subscriber special. Hooray! So, obviously, there's no better way to celebrate the achievement than to talk about myself. Gonna have to reveal the Igrega top 10 manga, the Igrega top 10 anime, top 10 games, top 10 artists, top 10 everything. This whole world, it's just a bunch of tens in varying order. Like, if you really think about it, if you think about it hard enough. This manga is a testament to how unbiased I am. According to all facets of my radar, this manga was supposed to be shit. I went into it fully expecting the most dog shit heroin rom-com bullshit ever, but it was actually pretty good. Now, I haven't actually reread it in like 2 years, and something the final arc is strange and like bad, blah blah, whatever. And wow, there's a lot about this show I think is good. The main reason it became one of my favorites is purely character interactions. Like the way the character relationships evolve over time is so fucking awesome and cool and interesting. Like the fact that there's so many dynamics between all the different characters and that we see so many unique and cool friendships, it's just like, it brings a tear to my eyes. I thought this shit only existed in Fire Emblem, but man, bless up. Ishigami slowly becoming really good friends with Kaguya, it's possum. Shirogane and Ayasaka becoming friends, possum. Maki becoming friends with Shirogane and Ishigami, so fucking possum. Isn't it nice to have a cast with fleshed out dynamics that grow and develop as the series progresses so that we become closer to them, which in turn then strengthens our attachment to the emotional beats of the story? Damn, I sure wish more stories had that, huh? So I was supposed to make a video about how like Jujutsu Kaisen sucks, but so I went to reread it recently, and well, it went very unexpectedly, to say the least. Again, another testament to how unbiased I am. I'll give anything a chance, even a second chance, sometimes even a third chance. I exist only to enjoy and be happy. So basically, the first time around, I realized the characters in the story ain't shit. So I focused on the fights and art instead, and holy, I get it now. Hoji versus Gojo, Yuji and friends versus Mahito, Gojo versus Sukuna, Kashimo versus Hakari. It's incredible, really, how much expectations matter. These fights went insanely hard with great art and choreography, and they had people trying to compare Gege to motherfuckers like Toriyama and Sumura. Like, whoa. Like, you gotta throw your roll there, pal, But Gege is good. But we'll have to see if he can live up to some of these all-timers, Hall of Famers. Also, Yuta is the GOAT, and Mahito is the best character. Also, I love Curse Energy as a power system. It is incredibly poorly told throughout the story in terms of like doing it in an engaging way. I know a lot of people might disagree with that, but that's for another video. But yeah, I'm ready for Shibuya arc and ready to see Mahito disrespect this loser ass cat who shut up all the haters. It's like One Piece, but Chinese. Why is it like One Piece? Well, cause it's long as shit, of course. But seriously, this manga is pretty awesome. The fights, aka wars and battles in this manga, get fucking real. Seeing the characters' first battle be them getting pounded and then having to survive this gigantic chariot onslaught sold me on this manga so hard, and it really only gets better from there. We all like Chinese history, and if you think you don't, you do, and just haven't read enough. By that fact alone, this manga already has better world building than most. Great plot, you're not gonna hear me praise that a lot, so this actually means something. Great cast, great villains, great everything, except art. It's good art, but it's just that, Asahisa is he's no Da Vinci. His anatomy is but one of the many great mysteries of the manga. I highly recommend reading it if you have the time and commitment. It really is that good. Hiroaki Samura dialogue, Hiroaki Samura art, Hiroaki Samura character design. End of story. I read JoJo's just to read this part. I did not enjoy most of it. I was really banking on this being the craziest shit ever the way everyone makes it out to be. Araki's characters never really impressed me outside of the villains, but I knew he had it within him to make a great main cast. He just needs to stop fucking around with this weak ass monster of the week type shit so we can get some more fun character moments. But to my surprise, Steel Ball Run didn't change that up. It just did everything right. First of all, going from some nice, kinda nuanced fun characters from the previous parts to fucking Johnny Joestar is some insane power creep. I know I said he had it in him, but he went over and beyond for the shit. He fucking delivered. Johnny, Gyro, Funny Valentine, Lucy, Dio, he couldn't control himself, and he was writing peak chapter after peak chapter and everyone was fucking tuned in. On top of just having the best art and fights in this series up to that point, like, I expected peak. I wanted peak, and then I got it. I literally couldn't believe it. God bless. Araki bless. From my very basic surface level research, Gyro has the highest attachment rate on my anime list. What do I mean by that? I mean that Gyro has the best favorites to members ratio across the board. It's like at 10% last time I checked. That means 10% of the people that read Steel Ball Run made Gyro one of their favorite characters. Seems pretty low, but for comparison's sake, the most popular character on the site, Lelouch, has an attachment rate of less than 5%. Lelouch. Basically, no one's fucking ready for a Steel Ball Run. Not even David Productions themselves, apparently. Now we're getting to the big boys. The part of my list that's actually concrete and not just me, slapping shit together. Fire Punch is good. It is very good. And you should not let anyone else tell you otherwise. Yeah, man, Fire Punch is just like a flawed prototype for Chainsaw Man. Shut the fuck up! You can't read. Anyways, yeah, it's all around pretty good. Pretty great themes and shit, like TLDR, it's about like grief and processing and emotions and like masculinity and blah 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 blah. Also, it has incredible art with super sleek and cinematic paneling alongside actually funny humor. I know some people might disagree, but most anime is not very funny, so you gotta give credit to the ones that are. Agni and Togata are great fucking characters, and Fire Punch slander will not and will never be tolerated. Expect a nice video on Fire Punch in the near future. The first time I read this manga, I was like, it's pretty good, and went on with my day. But the sign of a good manga always shows itself after you finish it, because months passed by, and I still kept thinking about it. I kept thinking about Joe, about Rikishi, about Yoko. The story just handles their characters so well on top of just being a good ass boxing manga. It's incredible, really. I wish the art was a bit more dynamic, but I mean, how can you not love this classic style? It really is a must read and just a huge pillar of manga and anime as a whole. This is very Gen Z of me, and I'm really showing my age here. Yes, I do think Chainsaw Man is that good because it does stuff I like, such as having a cool art style, cool fights, and a priority in making cool, charming, and lovable characters with interesting dynamics. Power and Denji's friendship means more to me than anything in like Berserk, because this is some genuine shit. But I mean, maybe that just means I'm a loser or something, I don't know. I haven't been the biggest fan of part 2 though, so the prospects aren't looking so hot, guys. But we make do. Praise be Fujimoto, I trust something interesting will happen. Now, it's time for the untouchables. To me, these manga are pretty much gonna be here in these two spots forever. The likelihood of a manga surpassing these is very, very, very low. Like, I'm an optimistic guy. The most optimistic guy. There has never been a glass half full ever. Ever. But even then, I can't imagine something beating these out. They are the manga that I have found that perfectly represent my taste. And the first one of these is Dorohedoro. There's no world that has sucked me in as hard as Dorohedoro's. It's not the tightest world building, but that's fine, because it's the most interesting and fun. The world of Whole and all its fucked up inhabitants and beauty, drawn beautifully by cute fucking Ashita, Shin and Noi, Kaiman and Nikaido, Ebisu and Fujita. I love these bastards. There are grander things Dorohedoro does and says, but that's never been too important to me, because all I need to do is see these characters talk and walk in this world, and I'll just be completely engaged. The grimy ass art style, inventive paneling, fun and dynamic cast, a focus on characterization and relationship building, and great action to boot, it literally cannot get better than this. Until it does. Immortal, I still haven't made an actual individual video on Blade of the Immortal that isn't just some recommendations type shit. Laziness is truly the sin of humanity. But yeah, take everything I said about Dorohedoro and add the best to it. Cast, number 1. Action, number 1. Art, number 1. Dialogue, the inventor of it. Crazy stupid weapons and fights wouldn't exist without Blade of the Immortal. This is my number 1 representation of my taste in media. It is my top 1 thing ever. Literally changed my life. I have dedicated it to spreading the word of Blade of the Immortal, because God knows only I can do it. Even now, every one of my videos is just build up towards the eventual 6-hour long Blade of the Immortal commentary and analysis. It's all a ruse, a plan set in motion, one that is foolproof. I will become the next super eye patch wolf and remake the most influential manga you never heard of video, and it's gonna have 3.5 million views, and then it's gonna spark renewed interest in Blade of the Immortal, and then a third anime adaptation is gonna be announced, and they're gonna have so much respect for me for making it popular that they will let me direct it, and by God will it be beautiful. Mappa Madhouse, Whip Productions, IG, Bones, Tetsuro Araki, Masaki Yuasa, Hayao Miyazaki, be damned. This will go down as the most ambitious, beautiful, cinematic piece of animation ever made, as in my life will be complete. Trust in the plan. Okay guys, so I'm gonna have to save the other top 10s for later because life is hard and ineptitude is my inner demon. Stay tuned for the I Got 1K subscriber special 4 years from now. That one will have monetization for it, so I will actually have a reason to do more. Okay, bye.